I'm already recording just in case. Go away, stupid halftime show. Show the trailer. What helmet?
It's an instinct.
She's training. This is the stuff that we missed in The Last Jedi. Whoa, cool jungle planet.
We're not alone.
Lando.
Lando! It's
Rose,
you.
Kiko,
Lead them.
the new characters. Whoa, that Krillin Corvette's close.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
She's pissed.
But I do.
Oh, shit.
That looks cool.
Long have I
The Emperor.
Yes.
and now
Journey to the dust. It's a massive fleet of hodgepodge.
is your
What?
undoing. What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir,
Yeah.
at my friend.
Aw.
Sad.
What? This Christmas is over!
No.
How are they dropping dead, though?
Fear. It's the destiny of a Jedi.
Lando. White Wings!
Your destiny.
Cavalry charge!
What was
What?
that?
What the hell did I just see? Oh, shit, yes! Space battles, B-Wing. What the fuck was that?
The Force will be with you.
Leia. Oh no, that's confirmation. Leia's voice. Think they're gonna kill her off?
Well, yeah.
December 20th, tickets available now. That's it. That
Okay.
was the trailer. We watched this crappy football game just to see that.
Yeah.
Guys, what did you think?
Okay, I am excited.
Mm-hmm.
This actually got me hyped.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All
You like the
right.
cavalry
Before-
charge?
Yeah, because before I was like, kind of like, they're gonna ruin it, but I want to go.
Okay.
Oh, we are going to go.
Star
Of
Wars.
course.
We've
Yeah.
already got our
Yeah,
tickets.
two.
You're wearing a Star Wars shirt.
Yeah,
What
totally
did
planned.
you think?
No, I mean, I'm gonna see it, and I want it to be really good, and I'm excited about a lot of it. But there's some,
Looks good.
yeah. I've got an open mind. I'm trying not to let Ryan Johnson taint this one too. but
That's
we'll
what I'm
see.
trying to do. Yeah.
So
Ryan
it's like,
Johnson.
fresh start.
Great
Fresh
word
start.
choice. Ryan Johnson did rub his taint on the Star
Yeah.
Wars franchise, and it's up to J.J.
like
Abrams and
Dookie.
George Lucas to try to fix it. I think they got a little bit of advice from George Lucas. I've been
one
hearing
shot.
a
One
lot
shot.
of a lot of things, multiple endings, trying to film, trying to get things right, a lot of reshoots, and you know that to some people that's turmoil, to some people it's just trying to land the ending just right. So the trailer looked
Yeah.
good, but I have a sneaking suspicion that they're hiding a ton with that trailer. That trailer was very sort of showing you little bits and pieces here, no real money shots there. Now we're gonna go through it with a fine-tooth comb. We might find a money shot, but I think they are really trying to save it for the film, and I hope that's the case.
appreciate that.
And I'm totally okay. Yeah, because we saw we saw the trailer for what is it? Vin Diesel's Bloodshot, and it
Bloodshot.
showed the whole movie there. This is not showing the whole movie. It's
But they
keeping
did
it
show
vague.
a lot of badass action. It's like
one
we
thing-
wanted to see.
Like Rey working with Kylo. Well, we've seen that
Yeah.
before.
What- is it
We're
Reylo?
gonna have to see that again. No, that's the love story. I don't know about that.
Renbei.
All right, so let's go and comb through the trailer with a fine-tooth comb. Let's check it out, okay? All right, so we're doing all this live. We could possibly miss some little bits and pieces here and there, but we're gonna go ahead. It just went up 2 minutes ago. So we've got a training sequence here. I'm very, very happy to see it. I'm not really sure what's going on with the dropped helmet. Looks like a Rebel helmet. Could be a training helmet. Wait a minute.
Is it the one that has, like, you put the
It's
blast
the
shield
face.
down?
It does kind of. Yup. It looks like there's a blast shield right there. If that helmet is upside down, that is cool. I bet you that links with the D23 trailer, where you know that little that little probe droid that Luke used.
Yeah. It's for
So
training.
that's a little hint towards that little homage. And she's running through the forest. Now, is she training herself? Is Luke
so the
training
you can
her?
see the little. If you go back, you see the little training
it's
droid. So-
it's chasing her right
Yeah, so
there.
she is
She
training.
might be actually training with multiple droids because it looks. Oh no, it shot her from that direction. Okay, yeah. So it looks like just one. She's running. What else? This I will say that the planet is lush and beautiful. Let's see what they say here. An instinct. So, you know, obviously Rey has very, very good instincts. One of the things in the Star Wars films that has kind of annoyed me is the fact that Rey's good at everything. And she's a little bit of a Mary Sue. And I hope this film is able to finally address that and give us an answer on why she's so powerful with the Force. And fix her a little bit. Put her through some adversity. Make her train, make her sweat, and look what I'm seeing here. She's training,
Yeah,
she's sweating,
sweating.
putting her through the
Sweating
ringer
to the
here,
oldies.
and so that's good to see right in the trailer right away. And talking about feelings, so Finn here. Honestly, I feel like Finn has nothing to do in this third film. It
Yeah,
seems
what are
like
they
his
gonna do with
arc
his
is over.
character? Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe there's another like Death Star he knows exactly the floor plans of because he was a janitor.
Well, that was the first film. The second
And then
film,
second
he
film.
overcame Phasma, killed her. Please don't bring Phasma back. Phasma's dead. She's dead. Don't bring her back a third time, or you're stupid. Okay? And here we go. Beautiful, beautiful shot. The one thing that I will say about Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi is there are really nice looking shots. Cinematography,
yep.
graphics, everything looks
Sure, he
beautiful.
put lipstick on the pig, but let's not start praising the pig yet.
Okay, so it looks like we have some similar pretty
Lando.
shots.
Lando.
Now, again, another problem with Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi is the Resistance was literally 7 people at the end of the film. It was just destroyed. How do we explain all of these pilots who have showed up to help? That'll be one question that this Rise of Skywalker will need to answer, because at the end of The Last Jedi, it seemed as if nobody answered the call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why all of a sudden are people answering the call? We'll have to figure it out. But it looks like everybody's huddled around Lando, C3PO.
Akbar.
No.
He's dead.
Well, I heard rumors that that might be Akbar's son, because he does kind of look like a younger thing. You cannot do Akbar justice anymore. Rian Johnson completely
Ruined it.
disrespected the
Yeah,
character.
man.
And he fucked it up. And so maybe JJ is like, this is my way of apologizing. Here's Akbar's son, and he has an active role in the Resistance. That would be pretty cool. I do see Finn. I do see Poe. And I do see Rose Tico. She's in white right here. I believe that's Rose because we see her in white over here. So again, a lot of hustle and bustle. It looks like they're under attack because you've got lasers going off everywhere in the background. It seems to be an evacuation of a planet, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay.
They got to do something with her because they left a
Yeah,
bad taste. And a lot of people.
They
for
left
that
a bad
one.
taste in my mouth, in Finn's mouth, in Rose's mouth. Because these two,
I'm
they
curious
didn't
to
have
see what
no,
happens here with that
They
one.
didn't have no low fucking thing set up. It was a very awkward kiss. She did just about the stupidest thing I've ever seen in Star Wars. Let me try to commit suicide to prevent you from committing suicide, because we shouldn't commit suicide because we need to continue to fight for what we love. Meanwhile, Admiral Holdo, Admiral Gender Studies commit suicide in order to save the Resistance. Just never mind. As you can see, we don't like The Last Jedi. So as we move on here, hey, that looks like the Lord of the Rings guy. One
it
of the Mary or Pippin. And then we've got Poe, Finn, and Chewbacca. You know, Poe, what I want for Poe is for him to be in some sort of leadership position. That's kind of what they were implying with The Last Jedi. He is a hero of the Resistance, yet he gets treated like shit by Holdo, and kept in the dark. So he learns a lesson, is what that was trying to be. So hopefully he grows into the leader of the Resistance or one of the generals of the Resistance.
If he gets in a TIE fighter and takes down like an entire dreadnought, I'm gonna be pissed.
out?
Like this is
That
stupid.
would, if he gets into a
absolutely
TIE fighter, that would be interesting if he uses a TIE fighter. But no, I think this is his orange X-Wing. So if we look back here, we've seen toys that have the orange on there. Chewbacca, love Chewbacca as a character. Obviously, Han is gone. Han, you know, Harrison Ford just wanted out. He wanted to have his character killed. Please don't kill Chewie. If you kill Chewie, I will destroy you. If
Space John Wick will come for you.
yeah, Space John Wick will come for you. Okay, so let's see if we missed any dialogue. Okay, so good people will fight what would lead them. They're trying to build up the fact that they've got to actually build the Resistance now because they're literally at nothing. So in fact, we could call these new ships and these new people the new Resistance. So here we have a Corellian Corvette, which I don't know why it's flying so damn low, but maybe they were parked and they're on the jungle
Going
planet.
down, Mayday.
Oh, you know what this is? This is the same jungle planet that she's training on. So this has got to be Rey and her friends and maybe, you know, training and stuff. So now we go to the wreckage of the Death Star. This was heavily implied in a lot of the other materials released so far. So these are pieces of the Death Star that landed on this ocean planet. You can see some of the turbo lasers there on top. Why we're here, I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to
Speculation?
ask why?
I
Because they
think
need to get the plans for the other Death Star. And
no,
underneath-
Joe, you're off.
We don't need Death Stars anymore.
Who's in this film, Joe? Who's the big baddie?
The Emperor.
Okay, so maybe this
Is he
Death
trapped
Star.
inside? Help!
Yeah.
Help me, please!
They're gonna have to explain how the Emperor fell down that hole. The tube. Help me, please.
I've been there for years.
Yeah, he fall through the world on all the games that you play.
But if you've seen the way the Death Star exploded, it like shattered into a million pieces. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You're gonna have to kind of do a better job explaining this. But for whatever reason, Rey and Kylo, man, Rey is looking angry, Rey. Maybe I'm wondering if
to
she's
the
gonna
dark
flirt with the
side.
dark side. Or if she's just going to remain completely light. And then Kylo comes through here in this long shot. He's got the sad, mopey face. But I really like Kylo. Kylo has come into his own.
He's grown
He's
on me,
grown
right?
on me quite a bit. I do like him. And they're in the same spot. So what I'm thinking is these two characters come together having to do with the Palpatine and the Death Star. Why they're fighting outside, maybe they're trying to gain entrance, or maybe they're fighting for the, I don't know, to either go and kill the Emperor or to go and join the Emperor. Maybe Kylo wants to join and Rey wants to kill. I don't know. So next we get all these freaking TIE fighters going to what appears to...
Iceberg.
At first I thought it was a floating planet, but no, this is...
Can you see if those are New Order or if they're like the old ones like we saw early in the previous ones?
Yeah, so the New Order fighter, this is definitely a New Order fighter because I have some of these. I have the toy, and you could tell a little bit of white on the black with the red stripe. That is
These
a
are all New Order
First
ones?
Order.
Okay. Or First Order ones, yeah.
You know, unless they are going by pretty fast, but I do think those are First Order. So here, because the next shot is this creepy, ancient-looking throne, what I'm thinking is this is probably where Palpatine is. But why we go from such calm waters to rushy waters, I don't know. Maybe this could be a different location. As you can see here, there is a civilization of some kind that lives on here. Say something, Alex?
I mean, that doesn't look like water, right? Is that
Okay.
because there's stuff under there on the left you
it's
can
like,
see, so
it
it looks like
on the bottom too.
looks like this is floating.
Oh, shit. So my original thing was correct. It's kind of a floating thing, right?
Yeah.
Shit, I
don't
thought it
know
was
what
water.
Is, yeah. There's
Yeah,
like,
so
no
it's
way.
probably
I
not
don't
the same
know.
place at all. Yeah, it's different.
You're right. It is different. Okay, interesting. Okay, so then no. Then my original idea is a floating ice rock. Well, then I have no idea what's going on here, but I'm excited. I'm excited because you've got this dark throne. This is definitely Darth Sidious's throne. This is the Emperor's throne. Unless they're going to go into Snoke's backstory and be like, this is where Snoke came from, which I do need a Snoke explanation.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care.
what I say. Just give me a brief little summary. Like,
How
what?
much
I don't care if it's one sentence. I don't even care if it's one word where Sidious is like, puppet. He was a puppet. You know?
It's like,
it was,
who's that? Oh, he's dead now.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
doesn't
dead.
matter.
It was my puppet. And okay, so this is super awesome. We've never seen this before. This appears to be
a Russian submarine breaching through the ice on the Arctic, but instead
the Red
it's
October slamming through either ice or the ground. And we've got lightning in the background.
This is probably the scene that we saw earlier where you see all of them fly, like you see just hundreds of them because there's always the lightning.
This is very cool because it's like rising from the dead. And what you have here is an old-style Star Destroyer. The imagery that I'm already seeing from J.J. Abrams is great. Let's go back and listen. I don't know what she says there. Can y'all make that out?
No one does. Talking about knows who she is. Mm-hmm. And then he does.
So he's saying, I know
who you are.
I know who you are. Okay, so that's going to continue the lineage of Rey. And I hope that's another thing that is fixed from The Last Jedi, that they're just junk traders, they're nobodies. There's definitely more to the story there. Yeah. How they're going to resolve that, I don't know. Whether it's going to be satisfying, whether it's going to be believable, because where have her parents been this whole time? It'll be interesting to see what they do. Now, here's a great shot. So after we get the Star Destroyer, we get, well, how are you possibly going to stop the First Order? And now First Order is going to get reinforcements from Palpatine? Well, we need some ships. At the end of the first one, we had like one ship. We had like the fucking Millennium Falcon. So here we have hundreds, if not thousands of ships. Look at how deep this gets. And I'm going to remove my cam link here so that you could see right here, if anybody is a Star Wars nut like I am, that is the Ghost. Straight up the Ghost. I'm wondering if Hera and Sabine are piloting it, or, well, this time in the year they'll probably be a little too old. Maybe it's, what was his name? Jason? Like the son of Kanan in the Star Wars Rebels. So that is really cool to see. Now, I know they've teased the ghost ship before in Rogue One. You see it. Remember when they try to jump out and the Star Destroyer slams into, some of the things that are trying to jump out. So I hope that that's a tease and that it actually is the Ghost. But we get the Millennium Falcon dropping in here. We see a U-Wing. We see, ship designs that I've never seen before. Looks similar to a Nibelian B Corvette.
It just looks like anything that can fly.
Maybe anything that can fly. It's a hodgepodge. I'm almost looking at what are the droid fleet? You remember the sort of crotch rockets that the droids use against the Venerator Star Destroyers. So anyway, great nerdy knowledge coming out from me, but it's cool to see that we will get Star Wars in Star Wars, an actual fleet battle. And I did read somewhere that says this has the largest battle in it. And remember, we've seen a huge battle in the battle over Coruscant in one of the prequels. That was a pretty big battle. Yeah. The Battle of Scarif, which was in Rogue One, which I really loved, that original Star Wars stuff, and that looked good. So, okay, and then finally we've got a famous cockpit scene here where the characters are sort of getting together, and then it immediately goes to Kylo and Rey. But let's go back here. So we've got, who's that in there back?
C3PO.
C3PO. We got Poe, Finn, Chewbacca, and Rey, and she looks at Chewbacca and she smiles. But what are they looking at?
No.
This is a really Yeah, Joe,
Kidding.
sure. Better than Kylo for me. But if you look, they're locked eyes on this device. So this is some kind of device, and as we look at it, it looks to be glowing, emanating. So what I'm thinking is this is some sort of tracking device.
Flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor. They're going to go back in time.
That's how you get the Emperor back.
Confirmation they're going back in
no.
time. No, they better not. I swear to God, if this is time travel, I'm out. It'll be a negative 2 points from me. But no, I think this will probably give the location of where the Emperor is, or the Death Star wreckage, or whatever. So here we have them fighting on the Death Star wreckage. This is very reminiscent of the lava scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Instead here of lava, we've got very rough oceans. Okay, next.
Explosion.
Badass explosion next to what appears to be some kind of Star Destroyer. And it's just too quick to make out what exploded there. But you got to think that it's something Rebel, right? Because if the First Order or the Star Destroyer is intact, that would probably be something that they just blowed up with their new technology. Right, because we speculated that maybe these Star Destroyers have a super cannon on it, because in the D3 trailer we saw the red slamming into the planet and sort of
that's right.
pulsating. So maybe that's a shot of the red
We
planet.
don't need any weapons anymore. You just need anything that with faster than light, and you just aim at any planet and you win.
Yeah. I hated that as well from Last Jedi. So we have another one of these sort of skiff kind of skippers. I don't know why this is necessary. The skipper things in The Last Jedi on the salt dune, on Hoth,
weird.
salt. It was such a cheap little piece of crap. This is weird. I don't know. But it's probably just a vehicle
That's Rey on there, though.
to get them going where they need to go. Yeah. And it looks like it's only Rey. This is how she gets to the Death Star wreckage. Just a fun little way to get to the wreckage, I guess. Gotta sell new toys.
Everything can fly, and then she's like, I'm going to find this thing that can barely float.
That's why I never fucking bought that shit. Okay, anyway. So now we have our new character here. This was in Lego Toys. According to the Lego Toys, this is a droid smith. He's really good at, repairing droids, processing droids, protocol droids.
Yeah, Space Gnome.
For some reason... Yeah, he's a
Exactly what it
cute
is.
little guy, and he looks like he's talking. And so what is going on with C3PO here? What do
I
you
don't know.
think?
Ray looks really concerned, and based on what he says a little bit later, hopefully he's not, he's not the
Dying.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is he gonna die? Don't die.
You look,
makes it
that
sound like-
look right here, that quivering lip. I think C3PO is the one that's gonna die.
Are they gonna do where he like downloads his consciousness into a ship?
Yeah, from Han Solo,
Yeah.
a droid into the Millennium Falcon. Maybe he goes into the Millennium Falcon, or maybe they're using him for some purpose. We don't know. Well, yeah. And R2-D2's freaking out. And Chewie is, and it's very, very sad music. Yeah, something's going on with C3PO. Looks like he's going to die, honestly. All right, so this Christmas, it looks like the Resistance will have something to do. Chewie, Poe, Finn, they're all together. They're sticking together. And they are making some kind of raid on a base here. How this trooper falls, I don't know. Nobody ever shot him. But that's what looked weird to me. My biggest thing right here. They're using footage. I think this was unused footage, a different take of the embrace from the last, from Force Awakens. But how do you handle Leia after Carrie passed away? And how do you handle it in a respectful way and also give her character a satisfying resolution? My take is there's no reason to kill Leia. Why do you feel the need, like you need to kill her? If this is the last story of the Skywalker trilogy, quadruple, whatever, sextuplicity,
Whatever it is.
then why can't Leia live throughout it all? Why can't she be the general and the leader of the resistance who wins? Not only does she see the conquering of
They
the
just want to
Empire,
use her as a spark.
but also, but they did that with fucking Luke.
I want to do it again.
No, see how that would be tried, and it
Yeah.
would be too tropey, and it would suck. I think she should live to the end. What do you think, Alex?
No, I agree.
I don't have. I mean,
You're falling asleep.
no, I just don't. It doesn't matter to me all that
Doesn't
much.
matter to you.
I like-
You don't like Star Wars as much as me, or
No,
you just don't give a shit about.
I just don't think it's near like that the treatment of Leia is nowhere near as important as like if they can figure out a way to have her death be meaningful, then then it can be meaningful, or they can have her live through the whole thing. I don't have any notion where she has to survive or she has to die.
Okay.
I want it to make sense in the story because that's what they haven't been doing the last two movies, where they force shit and it doesn't make sense. And I don't want them to force her to be alive because that would make sense, or force her to die that would make sense. Have it fit in with the story, right?
Okay.
And that's what I want.
Yeah, that's actually a better answer than mine because I don't want to go in with a preconceived
Feed in the
notion. It's got to
story
be this way. It's got to be
and
that
keep her
way.
alive.
And but honestly, the reason why I come at it like that is it seems like they've got this hard on for killing all the original characters. Why do we got to kill everybody? We got to kill Han. We got to kill Luke.
You leave
Do-
Lando
so you
alone.
leave,
Yeah,
and
leave
you
Lando
don't guess what's
alone.
happening. Lando's gonna die.
No,
and what if
no, he's
Lando's
not.
the only one that survives? The fucking coward that always runs off and betrays his friends and he's
man,
opportunistic.
that's how he stays alive.
Nah, man.
But that's how he stays
no,
alive.
That's bullshit. That's the wrong message to be teaching people. But anyways, so I want to see Leia survive, but if she dies and if it does make sense within the story, then fine. But it's really got to make a lot of sense, and they can't disrespect their character like they disrespected Jake Skywalker. Rather, Luke Skywalker with Jake. Anyways, so it looks like BB-8 is still helpful. BB-8's still part of the story. Looks like he's, I don't know, setting off a firework bomb in order for our heroes to be able to escape from some jet troopers. We know those are jet troopers from the previous trailer. And then everybody's happy that we got through that. We get to see Lando flying with Chewie again. It was his ship after all that, he gets to sort of reunite with his ship. All right, here we go. Some badass fucking space battles. So, yeah, these are Imperial Star Destroyers. These aren't the First Order designs. They are slightly modified. I can tell they're definitely modified. It looks like the hangar section has been covered up because normally, if you remember in the original trilogy, they took in a Corellian Corvette through the hangar, and it looks like it's got a massive fucking gun. So
That is a really big. That's like a bombardment cannon.
yeah, so it looks like my theory
More guns.
of every single one of those Star Destroyers has a Death Star cannon on it, or some kind of massive,
blew
powerful
up
Death
that
Star cannon.
big-ass
That
thing.
is confirmed right here. And thank God Ryan Johnson's stupid fucking bombers are not going to be a part of this battle. If I see one of those
you don't know
things-
that. You like.
True.
You don't know that's what that is right there in the corner.
Gravity
You see that
is
little
in
thing
this
right there?
one right
That's
here?
a bomber.
Yeah, no, that's a piece
Gravity
of the
in
fucking bomber.
space.
You know what would be so funny to me is if that battle scene starts with one of those bombers, right? And he's leading the charge like right, it blows up, and then Y-wings go across, and that's the real thing, and that'd be like, fuck this old piece
I
of
would
shit.
like that, yeah.
I would love that. Anyway, so you've got this Y-wing pulling some badass maneuvers. Now, another Lego toy tips us off that, you see, this may not be your average Y-wing pilot. This may actually be Zori Bliss, because the Y-wing comes with this little, the girl in purple with a gold helmet that we've seen. She is a Y-wing pilot, or at least has a Y-wing ship. So it looks like she's trying to do her part in the battle. Notice what the target actually is. The target is the cannon.
Yeah, you got. I mean, if that is what's shooting all of the planets, like we saw in the previous trailer. Then,
Or wait a minute, is the target actually the TIE fighter? She got the TIE fighter. But
No.
she
She's
continues
definitely
to
going
shoot.
after the cannon.
Okay, so maybe these Star Destroyers show up to a planet. Remember earlier we saw scenes of evacuation. So perhaps the Star Destroyers are fixing to blow up a planet. And it's way smarter. The Emperor learned his lesson. Having one
Did he,
mega
though?
cannon
We'll
on
see.
one huge base that has a small weak point twice. He's like, all right, fuck it. We're going to get nothing but small Star Destroyers with cannons on each of them. Let's see them try to do a trench run on
So
this.
they're gonna get the Emperor from the bottom of that little ship. He's like, I've been looking over these plans,
Yeah.
guys, all crazy here. It's been years. You found me. There's a loophole right here.
Yeah, the poop hole loophole. Like
Yes.
right in. They went right in through the.
It's right here.
You mean like this, Joe?
Yes.
Oh, watch it.
That's gonna be the Emperor.
Here's my plan. Here's how we're going to defeat these guys. Perfect,
Oh,
Joe.
man.
Perfect. All right,
I
so.
would love it.
The saga will end. Now, J.J. Abrams is on record saying that this film will answer as many questions as possible, and also that it will provide a satisfying conclusion to the trilogy. So we'll see. What are they doing here? You've got a Star Destroyer clearly here.
Running away?
Perhaps they're on another Star Destroyer. So are they literally running on the surface of a Star Destroyer?
No, it's,
No,
With
it
horse?
can't be.
I think so. You've got some cannons right here.
they're gonna
These
be
look
on
like,
a planet.
This
Yeah.
looks like deck cannons
Before
to
it
me.
takes off or something.
I feel like they're actually
They're
on.
boar horses. They're borses.
They're borses. The borses are here. Is that Rose?
No.
No.
that's a guy. This is a new character here, very mysterious. Don't know much about her. Some people say, well, she's Lando's daughter because she does kind of have a smuggler, look and style to her. But who knows? I don't know.
I think these are all just new.
Maybe
Yeah.
it could just be a straight up new character. So here, this gives me a Game of Thrones vibe,
Yeah.
where you've got a ruined.
He's just gonna stab her, and it's gonna be over.
I mean, this is the throne room, guys.
Yeah.
There it is. Isn't that, Joe? You can see. There's a chair. Your journey towards the dark side. Strike me down, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete. That's that little chair there in the corner. So I'm happy that we're going to see Poutsy, Sid.
I want the crazy version though.
Yeah, hopefully he goes full on crazy, man.
Just
Joe,
like Doc Brown. He's just
as you get older and older, you get crazier and crazier. If you're
Especially
evil.
you've been isolated for years.
So does he appear out from the shadows? Yes, I feel the anger swelling within you. Right, Kylo,
Crazy guy's back, Mom.
strike me down, and your journey towards the dark side will be complete. Okay, so we have
Ray. Maybe he said Ray.
Yeah, what do-
Ray. Mark our words. Joe called it here first. He's screaming
All
to
he
Ray
says,
as he's there. She's fighting. Now, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I thought there was somebody at first, but it doesn't look. Wait, go back.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Darth Vader helmet?
that a-
That's
Is
burnt?
that Darth Vader?
No, probably not.
No. It is crystalline.
keep going. Maybe
It is.
That is a Vader helmet.
Oh,
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh,
Kinda
I
looks
see
like the
it. Do you
Vader
kind of
helmet.
see
I
it? Do you
kinda
kind of
thought
see?
it
There's the
was.
nose section, the triangle of the nose section. There's an eye
Could've looked
socket.
like to me, so I
There's
don't know.
the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That could be a
guys.
Vader helmet.
What we're looking at, I think, is some new dark side powers. So we got Leia flying Mary Poppins through the space, which was a new light side power. I think maybe look at how clean everything is, right?
Except
Well,
for that in the bottom.
oh shit, I missed
Someone
that.
spilled peanuts down.
What I'm thinking
Where's the
is
janitor?
maybe they're in a vision together, and Vader is this blob.
I think they're fighting and they accidentally knock it over.
But why are they No, Joe. Why are they working together? Oh my God! What did I just see here?
We'll have to wait and see.
What is this?
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
is it, no, she's
no.
destroying it.
She's
Is
got-
he? Is he trying to protect it?
That's what I.
Does he
thought.
strike it at all, or is he?
Hold on. So
It doesn't
she,
look like he
she's got a
doesn't.
dagger.
So she.
No.
I can't tell whether he's striking it, but what is this?
To
What is this?
dagger.
Yeah, but when has Rey ever used a dagger?
I don't know. When has Ray slashed that Vader's helmet?
Okay, well, I guarantee you that what I'm trying to say is that this is a critical plot point. This has to be something. Is that the sacrificial dagger used to bring Vader back to life?
It's Chekhov's
bring,
dagger.
Emperor back to life? Why would you have a dagger?
So I don't think Kylo was trying to destroy that. It looks like only
Yeah,
she was.
that's what I was thinking too.
I think you're both dumb because then if he is fighting her, why is he not looking at her? Why is he?
'Cause he's
he
like,
has
Because
I
no
his
guard.
focus was that the entire time.
Yeah, he's like, no.
He realized that he missed the slash, and then if you look at the very beginning, he doesn't.
When Joe does the no, I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it. He's like, "Oh, Vader, I
like,
love
I must
Vader."
protect it.
No.
Yes, if you
He's
go
like,
back a couple
"No,
frames, you'll
you
see that he
ruined
doesn't.
it."
He doesn't swipe at it at all.
No, I see what you're saying. Well,
'Cause he's
it
above.
starts too late.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
she
but
does-
she's
already
like
gone.
mid.
Right. She's the one that's. You're right. She's the one that strikes it. Okay, spending too long on this, but it is extremely interesting because it's something we've never seen before. I think this is some kind of vision. This is some kind of something. The ashes of Darth Vader in small miniature form appearing in front of them, and they're cooperating. Is my take. Okay, so then we have C3PO, Poe, and Finn looking towards something.
Oh, there's the top.
There it
Boom!
is.
Confirmed. Angry Joe is correct.
Well, they're not. They're not in space. They're on a water planet. You can see all the water striking. So they're on a planet, and
But yeah, so they're firing. Why they're on this particular Star Destroyer, I don't know why this one's so important. But we've got some new TIE fighters. I forget what they call these, but
they
they've
are
got
in space.
They got a diag. No, they're not in space. I see water right here. So they're in not in orbit, but they're at altitude.
Do you think they're in the clouds? Yeah.
Yeah, they're at altitude.
I wouldn't be riding a horse out there.
Yeah,
Fuck
that sounds dumb.
Yeah, it's a little dumb, but they're doing it. And there goes a B-wing and an X-wing, and there goes a little piece of the bomber that was destroyed. No, that's a Y-wing. Okay, so Kylo again. This kind of looks like the throne room. Pieces of the throne room.
Evil.
There's so much lightning and
All right, so let's go
flickering.
back and hear any more. Where's the subtitle thing? I guess they don't have it. Long have I waited. So
Yep, I was
he
right.
survived. Because lonely and isolated. And Joe was right.
Or he's just a space ghost, a horse ghost. What color will he be?
Purple.
You're coming together. Okay. Wow. Then the idea, I think he's talking about Kylo and Rey, because you remember when Snoke said, light rises darkness rises and light to meet it, or something like that. That has to do with what Palpatine is talking about. So Palpatine is talking about Rey and Kylo. He wants both of them. He needs both of them. Something. Oh, now it's your undoing. One last look, sir. Confront your fear as your destiny. The story lives forever, so they're really trying to play up the fact that this will be the ending. Okay, so going back to the frame by frame, we've got the Star Destroyer. That's the Emperor. We see a shot of the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a cloak, but there's some kind of machine attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, he'd need life support.
Yeah.
Something keeping him alive.
That's going to be interesting. Is he in a fucking mech?
That would be
Turn into a
amazing. Yeah.
transformer, turns into fucking Michael Bay. I would hate that, honestly. It does kind of look like it's moving towards her. Oh,
It's his chair.
no.
It's his elevated chair.
Oh, now it's a floating one?
Yeah. So he's just going around like, yes. Yeah. How do you stop this?
Yeah.
Back it up.
Oh, shit.
Back it up.
This chair is flying exactly as I have foreseen it.
If you're in the future, you'd want a really cool rascal scooter.
Yeah.
Does kind of look like he's walking towards her. He puts out, last frame here, he puts out his hand, I think. Yep.
Force lightning.
The Force will be with you always. Both Luke and Leia are echoing in her head. She's damn near crying in tears. I think Leia's dead. I think Leia turns into a Force
I don't
ghost.
think she's crying.
How? You don't think she's crying?
No, the lightsaber is pretty fucking bright.
No, Joe. That's water in the eye. Come on now. But this gives her confidence in a moment of doubt.
She's being defeated. She needs a little push.
Right. And she smiles. And it's Star Wars time.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good trailer.
What a breakdown, huh?
I think we did just about the best job on the internet. I didn't miss a damn thing. So
What you
final
missed?
impressions, final conclusions. Let me back up here
Back it up.
because I
Back it up.
am out of focus. Guys, what do you think?
I'm so excited for it.
Okay.
After seeing the breakdown.
Do you think JJ will be able to give us a satisfying conclusion?
It's a very tough job, but I'm not expecting a miracle, honestly.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that he's
Setting your expectations appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that he's not incredibly talented, and I don't think that he could finish Star Wars out. It's just he has a lot. He has to not only finish it, but he has to overcome all the damage that was done before him. That's not his
Exactly.
fault. And so this movie isn't as long as I thought it was going to be, right? It's a 2 hour, 40 minutes. We were actually joking that we want this like 4 hours long so we can
Yeah.
really undo all of the cinema sins from
I'm
the
not joking.
previous ones.
I want it to be long.
Yeah, I wanted it to be long, and I really want
I hope
this
it's
to be
3
good.
hours. The running time when we bought our tickets was 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yeah.
But I hope that's just
That's
an
start to finish,
estimate.
including previews and stuff. So I want it to be really good. I hope it is. I'm a giant Star Wars fan, and I wanted to go out like on a high note because Star Wars has been very rocky throughout.
It
you know,
has.
for
That's
everything.
what's like man, that high note, I don't think it's gonna come close.
You don't think it's gonna be good?
Well, yeah. Like I said, I'm not.
I don't think it's gonna be the highest note, but I just
Yeah.
look. I'll take something above average.
Okay. What I want is, hey, you had to trot out Emperor Palpatine, and I think it's genius because this guy was involved in the prequels. He's obviously involved in the the sequel trilogy, and now he's involved in the Disney trilogy, right? This provides you an opportunity to wrap everything together. Really answer the questions. What balances the Force? If Anakin killed Palpatine, how is Palpatine back? Did Anakin not balance the Force? I don't
Midichlorians,
understand.
you know.
No, exactly.
Midichlorians did everything.
Where does Rey come from? Did Palpatine create Rey? Is Rey related to
nothing.
Palpatine? And that could be the rise of the Skywalker, rejecting her Palpatine lineage and becoming a Skywalker. She could secretly be Luke's daughter. I don't think so. We would have probably gotten whiffs of that before, and Luke kind of treated her with little disrespect on the island and stuff. So I don't think that's it. So the only thing that I think is she becomes a Skywalker in spirit or in the name or the, ideals and the morals of a Skywalker. And I think that's what the film is referring to. Rise of the Skywalker, right? So rise of Luke as a Force ghost helping. Maybe they kill Leia and she rises and helps as well. Anakin, how is he factor in the film? Because he was supposed to bring balance to the Force. Maybe that's also a Skywalker. She's Skywalker because he's rising. Kylo is half Skywalker. He might redeem and turn good. What do you think the chances are of him turning good? Or do you think he just
Slim.
remains bad the whole time?
Bad.
Bad, okay.
Let's do
What
it.
about you? Does he act as the Emperor's lackey?
No,
He was Snoke's lackey. Why would he go back to being an Emperor's lackey?
And they may do the thing where he just mirrors Anakin, and he ends up being the one that takes down the Emperor.
And will the Emperor explain, Snoke, who's this guy? He's like this fucking old fart playboy man, Hugh Hefner in a gold dress.
Space Hefner.
How is he wasn't as powerful as Palpatine? I don't know. A lot of questions to be answered in this one, but it was a very awesome final trailer. And we are 2 months away, about 60 days, less than 60 days, and it will be, I can't wait. I really can't wait. And I'm so happy that I got to be a part of it. And, you know, I am kind of
the highs and lows.
The highs and lows, and it's time to move on. I think
No,
I want to
never.
see. Well, no, I want more Star Wars, but I want to see like Knights of the Old Republic. I want to see fucking tons of Jedi and Sith, some like Braveheart style battles. You know, we want to see that stuff instead of like, oh, we're playing with scraps here, and there's one Sith and there's one Jedi who's not really a Jedi. You know, that kind of stuff. So hopefully they can have a satisfying conclusion to all these movies, and yeah. All right, so that is our opinion on the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer. Very good. We got our tickets. Grab yours.
2 tickets.
So that we're going to see it twice.
Yep.
One
So
night.
we really want to get our review right. We were way too nice and just high on Star Wars when we walked out for The Last Jedi. So we're really going to be critical, and we want to make sure that we get it right. So we're going to watch it twice and give you our opinions. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe show. And I think I might do one more Star Wars lore video leading up to the release. Maybe what questions Star Wars will need to answer in this upcoming film for everything to make sense and be satisfying and be a good story. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Bye.
Hey, guys.